I didn't expect it to be like this. It just took on another world of its own that I don't know how I got to this point.
I think it's always like a blur. You have a goal just to make something that's bigger than you. You have the journey. There's never any like one goal at the top.
Yes.
What is kind of like your opinion on the stigma behind the monthly listeners on Spotify?
There's a lot of folks that are under 10K monthly listeners that are way better than niggas who got 500K, a million. If you hit a million, even 100K, that's a fire achievement. I will always celebrate that, but you shouldn't measure numbers with talent. That don't equate.
We were talking about this Destin Laurel track. What's up with that record right now?
People thought that it was Justin Bieber. Bieber back in the old vibes and stuff like that. I'm like, no, this is Laurel.
Hip hop falling off the charts. What is like your overall take on all these kind of like little controversies?
Hip hop is here to stay. I feel like it's back in a great place. Everybody try to copy over hip hop.
Who are your picks for 2026? Who do you think is gonna have a huge year next year?
Shout out to Chris Patrick, Ruben Vincent, Marco plus
Marco,
two. Oh, Overcast, yeah, he gonna go stupid.
How like on the UK scene are you right now?
The UK been exploding like.
You got Jim Legacy, you got Dave, Digga doing that real like raw drill shit again.
Yeah, the UK been going super crazy.
Yep, welcome back to The Frequency with Gabe P, myself, a podcast where I interview people who I just think are dope, creators, artists, Twitch streamers, all that good stuff. Today, very excited. It's actually my first time meeting him. The one, the only RJ, aka I Breathe Music All Day. Did I do that right?
Yeah, you did it right.
My God,
Yes,
what's the
sir.
word?
What's good,
Nice
bro?
to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too, man.
We've been like online friends.
Yeah, we've been mutual for a little minute.
Yeah,
So.
and then you came when we did the Minimal stuff, when we partnered with Minimal and we shot a bunch of LA freestyles. I think like about a year and a half ago, you came and visited, but I don't know, we didn't get to talk too much or really.
I think we were like brief.
Yeah, I remember like saying
I remember
hello.
actually meeting you, but then you like all over the place. So
I'm sorry.
No, you good, bro. I just chilling.
That's
I
kind
just
of how
happy
life
to be there.
is. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling blessed.
It's so nice to finally meet you, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like I find so much music off your page too.
For real?
Yeah, I find so much. I like when we have like when I see someone you post. And I'm like, man, I really love this artist. I'm glad he tapped in.
Yeah.
And then I really enjoy when I'm able to like go through your posts and also like discover new people that I like too, man.
Yeah, it'd be likewise. When I come on the radio, I'll be like, dang. It'd be some folks that I don't even know.
Yeah.
And then I steal from y'all, and then I'm like, hey.
It's not stealing, bro. We're
sharing the wealth.
We're co-curating.
Yeah.
Co-curating.
I like that.
You know, like even
like
before
that.
this, I was just I was playing you my guys, Planta Industrial from the Bronx.
Fire.
But I was like, cause you know, I be seeing stuff on your page, and I'm like, oh, I feel like these guys would also fit like kind of your aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that your beautiful fiance is Dominican. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, oh, he really gotta like this now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Tapping in now.
But you know, we're gonna talk about all the music stuff. But like when I do these like interviews, like I like kind of getting the backstory about you. So where are you originally from, RJ?
I'm from Memphis, born and raised, still
What
live
side?
there now. I was born and raised in Raleigh, if you know where that is.
There's a Raleigh in Memphis.
It's like different neighborhoods, like sections like the Bronx and Queens and stuff like that. That's how it is in Memphis. So it's like Raleigh, Cordova, Orange Mound, like all that. So I was born and raised in Raleigh. Now I live in Cordova, but born and raised in Raleigh.
Is that like north side? Because I only know Memphis, like, cause you know I mess with a bunch of the Memphis guys. And like, is it? I know north, south, east, west. That's all I know.
It's like I think it's north. I'm not too good with geography or nothing like that, but it's like I want to tell you it's north.
Where you are now, or where you first grew up?
Well, I grew up and stuff like that. So.
And now you're where? Like
now I'm around. I don't even know. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Okay.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. It's a Dirty Dover. That's what we call it.
Dirty Dover.
Dirty Dover. That's near like Collierville. It's like different cities, neighborhoods within Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Why do you call it Dirty Dover?
That's what they just call it. I don't even know why they call it that, but it's just called Dirty Dover. Dirty Dover.
Well, for you, like, because, you know, I feel like you're very different than the other people I've met from Memphis, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We met, like, you know, like when Gucci was signing, like, Matt Critter and all them, or when I had Set on the show, or like Fat and, you know, all those guys, right? Have all stopped through OTR. But obviously, like, what was your experience like growing up in Memphis? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously the path that you chose is very different than the path that they've chosen.
Facts. I mean, Memphis is small as it is, so everybody knows each other. Like, we know certain music and stuff like that. But, like, for me, I grew up private school. My mama playing gospel music on the way to and from school when she used to work at my school when I went to elementary school and stuff like that. Born and raised in the church and stuff like that. So I was born within that realm, so I didn't for me, I ain't see no grimy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I knew of it, you know what I'm saying? And of course, lived around it and stuff like that, but I never been in that type of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But I knew people in that lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? But
you had a little more structure around
I had a little more structure in my household. I had both my parents and stuff like that. So I was truly like blessed to be raised in that type of environment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just kept my head on straight for the most part and avoided stuff.
Wow.
Pretty much it.
So you grew up in private school.
Yeah.
Like you did high school. High school was private school too?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it like an all boys, all girls school? Like what was that?
No, it was mixed. It was
mixed?
boys and girls. So elementary school. So our private school and elementary school, that was in the hood. So we was in there in Frazier. And then I went to school in Cordova for high school and stuff like that, private school, mostly white folks and stuff like that. And then I went to college, University of Tennessee, Knoxville.
Yeah.
But that was only for a semester. Then I dropped out.
Right, because I was going to lean into that because I found like your post about you saying that. You said after attending college for one semester, I decided to drop out of college and pursue my passion with content creation. I didn't know what was going to happen or where I was going to go, but I trusted God for the plans He had for my life, and I just took the leap. I posted my first YouTube video January 2nd, 2019, and then the journey began. And you also had a bunch of other great, notes in there about I breathe the music, and all that. So when you did one semester.
Yeah.
What was going on during that semester that kind of led to you eventually dropping out of school?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Going to college is so, like, overstimulating. And, like, I didn't even know, like, University of Tennessee, Knoxville, it's a party school, and I don't really be into, like, parties like that. I be just out the way for real. And, like, I was going to school for film. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, I love movies, I love film and all that. So I was going for that. And it's like, when you go to college, they start you off with, like, the basic classes, like math and stuff like that. So I'm like, bro, I got to wait 40 years to shoot some film? Like, I'm not finna do that. Like, but, like, in that one semester, I took, like, 3 internships. I was like, let me go ahead and intern on a movie set. American Got Talent. Like, I was hustling. Then I was tired. I was studying in the library, 12 a.m., 1 a.m. nights. I was like, bro, I'm not finna do this. Let me just make my YouTube. Let me just start myself and build something for myself instead of waiting. I ain't want to wait, basically.
I felt that.
Yeah.
I felt that. You said, what movie sets were you working on?
It was just an indie film. It was just one movie.
Nothing notable. Nothing like super notable.
Yeah, nothing super notable. I just wanted to get my feet in the water.
But you said America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
So what were you doing for America's Got? Because were they traveling around at that time, or
they was traveling around? It was like the audition stage of American Got Talent. So not the actual like show, but like to get folks on the actual show. So I was like doing PA work on that type of stuff, production assistant.
Right. Yeah.
So I was just flown around, just helping out with what I can and stuff like that.
Just trying to figure it out at the time.
Yeah, that's basically what I was doing, man.
So at what point during that semester were you like, I'm done? Because I know we all have, and I'll tell you my breaking point. Well, I did finish school, but there was a point in my first year that made me swap my major. Yeah. Because I was done with it. But like, what was your like breaking point of like, I don't want to do this no more?
Low key, it was one of those things where it was in the back of my mind. Cause like I went into it like, yeah, I want to go to college. But then when I actually got there, I'm like, dang, do I really want to do this? I don't think it was like a specific moment, but it was just a thing where it's like, I know I'm meant to do more, So it was kind of like, I didn't want to be put in a box, per se, when it came to that type of stuff. So
I respect that.
Yeah.
Was it like in the middle of the semester that you realized this, or like right
It was honestly dang near towards the beginning, dang near. Almost.
You said my parents already paid for this. I got to see it through. The first semester.
Yeah. I was like, dang, I kind of got to see it through. But then I left for break, and I never came back.
How did your parents take that?
They support me through and through. That. My mama, she support me like a mother. She said, whatever you do it to the best of your ability. And my dad supported. He kind of like he's a man of few words, so he's like, I mean, if you want to do it, you do it. So they was very all for it, supportive of that. So
yeah, my dad's the same way. He's like, do what you want to do.
Yeah,
literally,
exactly.
Do what you want to do. It's funny because my breaking point was like, I think because I went to St. John's in Queens. I had my first semester. I was going there for business. I was like gonna be like in marketing. Yeah. And obviously I was like always wanted to do like more creative stuff, but marketing kind of felt like the way to go in terms of like, oh, I can still do creative stuff, but also be in business. And like my classes, like you mentioned, were like math and all. You know, they maybe take a pre-calc class. This is one of your friends.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wanted to make sure it wasn't the artist after.
No.
But so we were taking I was taking pre-calc and a few other business classes. And I was doing okay in the other classes, but pre-calc, I sat there every single day, and I was just like, what the hell is going on?
Exactly.
And I remember it was like after like the first week, the teacher put like a quiz on our table, and I literally looked at the quiz, and I was like, I looked up, and I literally just walked out the class.
That's what I'm saying. Like I took astronomy. I'm like, bro, what am I doing here?
Astronomy sounds cool though.
It's cool, but it's like I almost failed out of that class, bro. I was talking about Mars, Jupiter. What am I gonna use this for?
I ain't gonna lie. I can't let that slide. Cause how do you fail astronomy? How could you fail astronomy?
No,
how hard could it be?
You don't understand. Like you had to do the distance from this and this, and then
okay.
I don't even know.
Oh, like there's math involved.
There's math. There's like everything involved in
Okay.
that, and plus he was just yapping the whole time. Like he was a cool teacher, but he was just yapping the whole time, so it was just very confusing.
Right. Yeah. Nah. When my math professor, I think it was a woman. She literally put that on my desk, and me and my homie, one of my roommates, we were in the same class together. I looked at him. I said, nah. And I got up and I went. And this was like about like a month or two. It was a couple weeks in. And I had already kind of like begun doing stuff at the radio station. So I kind of was already on that path of like wanting to swap majors.
That's what I did too. I interned at the college radio station too. Because I was minoring in journalism and stuff like that. Yeah. So I was doing the radio and stuff like that. That was one of the coolest experiences in college for me.
Same.
Because I love music, so yeah.
Radio stations are very important to college campuses, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I'm going to help one day with that, but I want to. Because like I think like they just create like I don't know about how your radio station was, but like ours was really like its own community. And then everybody who graduated in that 3-4 year period went to do like amazing things. Like Nyla Simone, me and Nyla went to school together. Ramel Lyrison was a Billboard power player for working on Nicki's and Pop Smokes and a bunch of other people's projects. Diamond is over at Z100 on the morning show. And there's a few other people from our college that all went on to do like things in the music industry. But that's all because we had like this community that we like built. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
So like I think that like it's funny how like similar that we have that with the radio stations.
You can do something with St. John's.
Huh?
Just reach out to St. John's and ask them to help out with something.
St. John's is St. John's, man.
They gatekeep or something?
Nah, they're just like a very like I love St. John, but they're like a very Catholic school.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? We used to like we try to help like bring artists to St. John's, and they would just reject them if they had like one little thing on their record of like criminal history. They would dub it. Like,
oh dang.
Like it was to the point where like I think did they say no to Big Sean? No, they said yes to Big Sean. But there was like a few artists that we couldn't get through because they had like maybe like a robbery charge from like 10 years prior or like something silly that's been in the past or whatever, or maybe like a lesser drug charge.
Yeah.
They would see that on the record. They'd be like, nah, they can't perform at the school.
Oh dang.
Yeah. Well, but we did. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out Nyla because we did get Wale into the school.
Yeah.
And then we're like, I remember Nyla told him, "Yo, just park the tour bus off campus, walk into the school." Bro parked the tour bus on campus, and then proceeded to shut down the whole cafeteria with Wale, performing stuff like playing stuff off the new album, whatever he did, and we almost got our radio station shut down my second semester.
What the world?
Yeah.
Dang, that just shows y'all got motion though.
Music is crazy.
I know.
But back to your story, right? Like, so at that point, when did you start the page?
I started like 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
So it wasn't really that long ago.
Well, what was going on before we get into the page? What was going on in between that period of you leaving school and then starting the page?
So right off the bat, like I remember this. I dropped out. I was in school for that one semester, 2018. Soon as 2019 hit, I did YouTube. I was just doing like stupid, cringy type videos, like and vlogs and stuff like that. I was trying to just stick anything to the wall,
right?
Basically. And then I started to roll into reaction videos. So I'll be reacting to funny videos, and then eventually I started to react to music too.
Yeah.
But then I transitioned to TikTok. That's when TikTok was like in its early stage. This is during COVID.
Yeah.
So nobody had nothing to do.
Prime TikTok.
Yeah, prime TikTok.
Yeah,
so TikTok. This was when you could post one video and blow up overnight.
Yeah.
Basically. So I was building stuff off of there, and I actually got to 1 million on there. Off of the funny, stupid, cringy stuff. Then I transitioned to Instagram and just posted my TikToks from there. And I kind of blew up off there like 100K on there. And then it was a moment in time where I was watching like the Fantanos, the Mallory Bros and stuff like that. And I was like, bro, I could do this. Like I had it in my mind, I was like, bro, I can do this. I love music too. Like, why not do this? So I started R&B music in like 2-3 years ago, like I said, and it was mainly me talking. I was doing like talking videos, like educational, like who sampled this and where did this sample come from. And then it was one email that changed it all. If you know this artist, Will Cherry, he's from Cleveland. His manager emailed me and was like, hey, Will Cherry, he's this dope artist, work with Sango and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, cool. This is like my first, like, somebody reaching out to me
to do
type
something,
of thing. Yeah, to do something. So I was like, oh, for sure, cool. And fast forward, I did a video for him, and then it was a snowball effect. I started to do a lot more artists. Then I started to do the fisheye lens videos to show off my creativity because I love film and stuff like that. And then it just took on another world of its own that I don't know, like, really how I got to this point.
What you
like,
mean?
Because it's like a whole blur. Like, I came into it, I didn't expect it to be like this.
Well, I think that's kind of the point.
I know. Well, how did you, like, build on the radar? Did you expect it to, like, I want to do this and this and this, and then you're here now and you're like, you built it?
I mean, I think it's always like a blur. Like you have like your starting point, and then you're like, you have a goal just to make something that's bigger than you, and then like you have the journey, right? And we're still in the journey. But like you just kind of do it, and then shit blows up, and then you're just like, oh well, I'm here now, and you kind of like have to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think there was ever like a oh, I want to have X amount of this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Like it's always kind of been like, oh well, I wanted to create a dope platform, and then as things have come along, it's like, oh, now I want to put out original music. Oh, now I want to go branch out and travel the world with the platform, or oh, now I want to branch out and do collabs with other platforms. Like I think. There's no really, when you get into this, at least with me, and I'm sure you feel the same, there's never any like real like one goal at the top besides like one, you want to be able to survive. Two, you want to create something dope that people also think is dope. And like maybe change a couple lives in the process too. Yeah. And I think that's kind of like, has been like the ethos of like this whole time period with OTR. Yeah. I don't know if you feel the same, but I breathe the music.
Nah, I feel the same. Like, I came into it, like, I didn't expect much, but the things that I have built over the years, it's like, whoa. Like, it kind of hits you. Like, I don't have, like, moments where I, like, sit down and, like, realize this type of stuff. I'm like, dang, this is really happening.
What are some moments that, if you're in this space right now, what are some moments that stick out to you over the last couple of years that are like kind of key defining moments or things that have happened with I Breathe the Music that is like, oh, like, did that door just move by itself? Okay. Because I'm looking at them and I'm looking at Alex and then I'm looking at you. What? Yeah, there is a ghost in here, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, it's cool. But yeah, so as I was saying, like, are there any like key moments over these last couple of years, whether it be like artist cosigns or things that have appeared on your page or even collaborations that you've done that you kind of like identify as like key factors or moments of like you blowing up?
I think this is probably gonna sound. I think one of the moments is where like I threw my first show in New York at SOB. This was this year.
Yeah, this was.
And it's a thing for me because it's like you could be big and have the big numbers on the internet all you want, but if it's not like tangible, like real life people like actually supporting you, then it means nothing. Sure. So when I threw that show. And the people that came out, like, it packed out the room and seeing the artists perform, like, it wasn't until the end of the show where I looked at the crowd. I didn't know how many people was in there. I was just locked in the show the whole time. Right? It's at SOBs. Yeah. So I was looking, I was like, whoa, what the heck? Like, it was like a surreal moment for me, like, all this stuff that I built up to now. And it's like, and I feel like this is only the beginning, too. Sure. So it was kind of like a scary, good feeling in a sense where I'm like, whoa, I can do this. Like, cause I've always had a dream where I'm gonna throw a festival one day. Right. Like one of the big festivals. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, whoa, this is possible. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's the moment for me that sticks out.
The show itself.
The show itself, yes. Right.
It's funny because when recording this last night, you just did the BLFE, the biggest little festival ever. Yeah. What was the first show called? It was just I Breathe the Music, right? It was just like
I Breathe Music and Friends.
Who was on that lineup too?
It was a crazy good lineup. It was like Mark Andre, Willie Nova, Nala, E. Stephanie, Justin, Perry Mason,
Yep, that's our guy,
Margot. Yeah, I'm probably missing Deej. It was a whole bunch of people
Right.
on that joint.
Okay. Oh, well, no, we're talking about the first.
Well, you're talking about the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was just like kind of like a self-titled show, right?
Yeah, this was like all me
Right.
on that show, so it was like my personal show.
Right. So what is this one compared to that one? The BLFE compared
So
to
the BLFE one, it was us and a whole bunch of other music
Creators.
curators.
Okay.
So like That Good Shit, like
Yep,
For the
Lambo.
Speakers, and all them other folks. We collaborated on this, and it was mainly on BAK, curating and doing all the, I wouldn't say heavy work, but it was all collaborative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's very different from me running my own show to collaborate. Cause like when we collaborate on the show, I could breathe. Last night I was just chilling. I was like, I ain't gotta run around and get the performers and artists set and stuff like that. So when I had my show back then, I was under so much stress. I was like, bro, I don't even know like if this gonna go well, this gonna go well. I'm trying to put this in motion. I'm dealing with artists, fighting over set times and stuff like that. So it's a whole totally different feel.
What were some things that went wrong with that first show that nobody knows about?
The set times. Cause
It's always a set time.
It's always a set time. Cause like, I got work, and then somebody else like, well, no, my set is meant for like towards the end or towards the middle, and everybody wants the peak time where everybody is in the building and stuff like that. So I'm kind of curating. I'm trying to make sure the artist is good, cause I'm trying to make sure everybody get their set time, like a good set time, but it's like, but it went well at the end of the day. So yeah. No, the
Cal says the turnout was fantastic.
The turnout was crazy, like that, and it was my first one. That's the thing; it was my first one, so I was just like, "What the world?" Like, folks really support Ivory music like this. Like, I didn't know because it's the internet.
Yeah.
So like that was my first day outside for real.
My first day outside is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm usually in my room and stuff like that. I usually don't even be outside like that, but now y'all gonna be seeing more of my face, so.
As they should.
Yeah.
So then last night was just more of like a light lit, like, so what was your presence there last night, just a part of the show?
Yeah, we were just part of the show. Like, we didn't really have to deal with like sound checks or like, we didn't even have to be there like early. It was mainly, shout out to Leroy. Leroy was kind of the mastermind behind all of that.
It was cool because when you were posting about it, right? Yeah. You had said you called Liam the King of New York.
Yeah.
Why are you call? Because this is very like when you say, first of all, I'm not gonna weigh in on this because I'm from New York. I don't want that smoke, right?
Yeah.
But, right?
I'm not from here.
Yeah,
you know,
you're not. I want to make it very clear when people watch this, you're not from.
Yeah, I'm not from here.
Why would you consider Liam the King of New York as someone who is not from New York? Also, be prepared for what they say after you answer this question. So
I don't want no smoke with nobody. Like,
you said it already.
I know it wasn't just like because I mess with Liam, and you know
of course,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And,
that's your man.
He's one of the up and coming folks coming out of New York. Artists, and, you know, it's a lot of talented folks in New York. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was just a name. You know what I'm saying? It was just I ain't trying to say.
I ain't learned his lesson yet.
I ain't trying to say like, yes, he's the best of the best. He's one of the best. He's one of the people who's gonna lead the torch for the next generation in New York, and he embodies that New York swag that y'all have and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
on that more like kind of like alternative rap side as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and on the R&B side, Layla, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all got a lot of kings of New York.
We sure do.
It's not just one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a lot of kings and queens of New York because y'all just...
Go ahead.
Y'all just got a lot of them.
No, go ahead. We assholes. We know. we know. But you also had mentioned, like, shout out Life of Tom in the other room. You also said Tom was the mayor of New York.
The mayor of New York.
Which I don't disagree with. I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
He's like one of those people, he's everywhere. Like, it's like clones of that nigga, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, how you here, but then here and then here at the same time? But he's that guy who champions for like the underground, the community. Like, he's the man of the community, and he has literally an album and EP with everybody.
For sure.
Like, he's working with everybody, bro.
Why? Now you hear your name. Now you want to come? Okay. Love you too, buddy. Yeah, like Tom has been a very big help in like a lot of like the underground stuff that we've been doing, especially with like the live sessions, which is like the live stream thing that we do.
Yeah.
And we get like 10 to 12 artists to come rap all within like an hour and a half, and then they'll rap over like Tom's beats, Cal's beats, whoever other beats we get, and then we'll put it out on DSPs and as like a full, package.
Yeah.
And Tom's been very important for that, because I think the whole point of why I started that was to copy the Mafiathon format that we have, but use that to help smaller artists who really could rap kind of get a platform that isn't like directly an on the radar freestyle, but it's kind of like a stepping stone to that. Or it's just people who've done OT already that we just know that could rap, and like they just certain rappers just like to come and rap.
Yeah.
Like they don't care. They're like, oh, like I'm like, but you did the main OT already. Why do you? They're like, I just want to rap. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Tom has been I will agree that Tom is like a very good mayor of like the rap under, like the boom bap rap underground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For surely. Why you smile like that? Was that agreement or was that you mad? I don't know. He's not even paying attention. He's not even paying attention. But as you prepare to do more live shows, because you did something for Camp Flogna too?
I did. We threw a last minute show for Camp Flogna. Shout out to the Ibree Music team. That wouldn't have been possible without them.
Yeah.
But Camp Flogna, it got canceled. It got rained out. So it was folks that was already there. That flew in, got their hotels, and it was a lot of people mad, a lot of people sad. They was like, dang, we got nothing to do. Like, it's rain and stuff like that. So we came up with the idea. We said, you know what? We might as well throw a little show.
Yeah.
And shout out to Kala. He already knew folks at the venue. So we already had the venue set. And I just put one story. It was like, hey, artists that want to be on this lineup, slide up. And it was a whole bunch of folks that was like, yeah, I'm down. And mind you, we did this in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, no, that's sick. That's incredible.
And
that's incredible.
For the turnout, we sold that junk out.
How many tickets was it?
It was a capacity of 200 to 300.
Oh, that's fine.
So we sold that junk. It was packed too. And the folks that came there, shout out IDK, Skywater, Redville. It was like a whole bunch of people there too. And everybody had a good time, man. Like, Sky pulled up. Yeah, IDK pulled up at the end.
I gotta get mics back here for them, right? I gotta get them mics. So I'm like, nobody can hear y'all.
Yeah, it was there. It was people there that I didn't even know was there. But
that's sick though. And you pulled that off all in 24 hours.
Yeah.
So did you stay till the following weekend?
No, I had to go home. It was my dad's birthday. I couldn't miss it.
Oh yeah, you can't miss that.
Yeah, and I was gonna fly back.
Cause I saw when it got canceled, and everybody was like, mad, right?
Yeah.
But like, what are you gonna do about it, right?
That's what I'm saying. You can't do nothing about it.
But I saw like, I was wondering. I'm like, cause I saw you, I saw Annabelle. I saw like all my creator friends out there. I'm like, I wonder what they about to do. Like, I wonder if they're gonna stay for the next weekend or like go home, come back. Like, I don't know, cause obviously it's out of Tyler's control, of course. But like, that's a lot of money that people gotta spend to like. Stay there for a whole week just to see this festival.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I would have been cool either way, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to stay, but I was satisfied when I left, though. I was like, I did what I needed to do here.
Right.
I felt like that was a sign. Like, on the way to the show, I saw a full-on rainbow. I was like, yeah.
That's like a sign.
That was my sign, bro. I already knew it. I already knew it was going to be good. I was like, hey, cool.
Well, were people fighting over set times at that show, too, or no?
Not really.
Okay, no.
It was smooth. Because it was last minute, too, so it's like, it's not much you could really...
Like who's really going to, like, argue with you
about,
who's
like, really going to argue? Yeah.
With the content that you've been making, you were talking about the fishbowl and, like, a bunch of the other, like, different types of variations. Like, what is your, like, your cadence with the content you create? Mm-hmm. Like, how do you go about creating stuff on a day-to-day basis now that you are at a certain level that requires you to obviously do more on outside of the content creation, on the business side or the live shows? Like, what is kind of like a day in your life now with going through everything?
I just do what I can now. Like, I ain't even lie. I don't plan stuff out. Like, most of those posts I make within the day of that I post.
Right.
Because I'm not trying to think about stuff like that. Unless I really got to be somewhere the next day, I'm lining up videos and stuff like that. But most oftentimes, I'm locked in my room. Cause like with Memphis, I'm not near everything. So I'm not in New York.
In the country,
so I'm not in LA or anything like that. So it's like I have a lot more time, I would say, to do stuff. But yeah, I be all over the place.
Right.
Like, nigga, I barely clean my room. You know what I'm saying? I just be locked into some more different stuff. Like, you just never know what I'm finna do in a day.
Right.
It varies, bro. Like, I could be making videos till like sundown without even eating, making posts till not even eating, or just staying up making beats and stuff like that. Like, it just depends.
Right. Now, because like I'm looking at like your content. Obviously, you still do the fishbowl lens, which we love, and the fishbowl lens is still like, for the most part, they always kind of crack on your page, right?
Yeah.
What was the first one? Oh yeah,
that was a crazy
he did
one.
go. He did go viral for that. Oh yeah, he did do the fishbowl to the caribou verse.
Yeah, it was the caribou, and then we did Lexa Gates.
Yeah. Oh, Lexa Gates' freestyle was also very hard. Thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah.
I appreciate anybody who supports us.
For
but
sure.
yeah, it's cool seeing that like you started doing the fishbowl lenses, and they're still kind of like the main thing that still crack for you every single time on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm like low key like slowly getting away from
which
that.
We've seen. Yeah,
because I want to do more tangible stuff. Like, I see the real life love that people have been showing me, and what I've seen, like, when throwing events and when being with the actual people in real life. Because like I said, bro, I don't be outside like that. That man be outside for real, but I don't be outside like that. So it just be like, I'm getting used to, like, this year was kind of like a launch pad in a sense for me, with everything. Because I feel like my confidence has grown as it is now too.
Yeah.
So now I'm feeling like, okay, let me go outside for a little bit. Let me see what's up. Let me talk to more people.
Yeah.
Because I'm really a quiet dude. I be to myself a lot. So it just be a blessing when I do come to like New York and chop it over with people like you, or do go to LA, chop it over with people, and go all over and stuff like that, and just meeting people, man.
You know, my advice to you would be like go outside as much as you can now.
Yeah.
So you could be inside later and handle your business. Because that's kind of like where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could ask the boys, like, I like going to the club. Like, I like going outside, having fun and doing all that stuff. But like the politicking and all that, like, it's not like my thing. I don't like doing that. Right? Because like I don't like politicking because I don't like the fake smiles and shit. Like, most of the time I'm just like, you know, people like you and me, we have a real relationship. People like me and Tom, we have a real relationship. Like, but I hate going to like the industry events where I have to like smile and pretend that I like people.
Bro, those be so booty. They be just fake, bro. And it just be getting on my nerves because like my social battery be draining down so quick, bro. And it's like people just be wanting stuff from you. They're like, hey, yeah, can you check out it? I'm like, all right, bro.
And that's literally, we did power sessions the other night at Hammerstein Ballroom, which, because I'm still on the radio station. I'm still at Power 105. Yeah. And I had like Herbo, Mariah the Scientist, Cash and Zeddy Will. They all performed for One performed, B-Jax performed, all that. And like, I love going to those shows because, you know, it's my radio station. I've been going to those shows for like 10 years now since I've been with them.
Yeah.
But the one thing I don't like about going to those shows has nothing to do with the actual job, in case my job sees this. Yeah. It has nothing to do with them. It has to do with like just like the entourage of people that comes with the artist. Because it's like, I'll be the only one with the work band. So they're like, yo, Gabe, we need you to go down to the interview room and do like an interview with somebody. Yes. And then like I go down to the interview room dolo. I go without Tom or without the girls who work for me, who will get me out of those situations. And then I got pulled to the side by the, yo, bro, like, yo, you gotta put me on OTR, yo, bro, da 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 da. And I'm just like, and they're expecting an answer from my face right now. And I'm just there like, okay. So I say that to say, be selective with the things that you go outside for.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'd be very intentional.
Yeah, be very selective. I ain't gonna lie, I'm different because I like going out and going to the club. So like, don't take that advice. But
yeah, you can have that.
Yeah,
I don't be at the club. No.
Yeah, but like in terms of like the industry stuff and networking, like definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like, do what you gotta do. Like, do all the stuff outside so you can just go back to being inside. Because honestly, if I'm not here or if I'm not outside, like at the club with some of my friends, I'm home. For real. Yeah. You feel me? Like, I don't come here till later in the day, too, because half the time when we have artists here, I can't focus or get my work done. Like, if I got business stuff for the company that I got to do, like, I can't get nothing done. Yeah. Because, like, artist teams will come by and they'll just want to, like, they'll just want to talk my ear off all day and be like, oh, I got this other artist. And then as soon as they say the other artist, I'm like, bro. And this kind of goes back to our conversation of, like, when do we want to actually listen and try to find new music? Yeah. Which I know, which we were talking about before the camera started rolling. But something that you and I were talking about was, because today I told you, I'm like, oh, yeah, I was really in a mood to go listen to, like, all this stuff that I hadn't gotten to listen to yet, right? With you, and you related to it because you also get into those. So for you, like, where you're at now with the page and your business, how hard is it for you, or how easy is it for you to kind of like find the time to actually want to go and discover new music?
I mean, for me, I'm like chronically online, so it's kind of easy for me to find it in my own time. But I think the problem is when people want me to find this stuff on their time, not realizing that it's a lot of people actually hit me up to like listen to their music, and like my DMs be flooded, so I don't get to every DM. I try to answer as many as possible, but I can't keep up with it myself. You know what I'm saying? So I rarely do have the time to act, because when I listen to music, I want to sit down and actually like listen to it.
Yeah, engage with it.
Or go to a show and listen to their stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But I want to actually intentionally listen to their music as opposed to just hear it in passing, and then it's like I'm doing you a disservice.
Yeah.
By not truly listening to the art that you put out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I agree. I agree. It's like and then it's just like, have you gotten to that point now where people feel entitled to your time?
Yeah. I had folks cuss me out in the DM. I'm like, what the world? Like, you came to me. You came to me for help. Like, what the world? Like, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't even mind that, cause hey, but yeah, I've gotten a lot of people who feel super entitled and feel like, oh, put me on and stuff like that. I'm like, hey, if it's your time, it's gonna be your time. You gotta be patient and wait and keep your head down, keep grinding. It's gonna come when it comes. So
yeah, that's why I try to tell everybody.
Yeah,
I be like, when it's time, it's your time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know it's your time. Like, coming, like cursing someone out in their DMs is not gonna.
Exactly, bro. Like some folks, it takes years, bro. Like Ye didn't even put out the college dropout till he was 27.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like freaking.
Pretty sure Hov had a rule. Hov had a thing too where he was like, if I'm not on by 28 or 27, I'm done.
Yeah,
like
folks
that.
think that's
like
unk status now, which is crazy.
Right.
That's still in your 20s.
Yeah.
Like folks think you supposed to get stuff done like when you like 18, 19, and they look on social media and they look at people who are doing it big at like 20, 18, 19, but that's only like 1% of people.
And most of the time, those people, by the time they reach their late 20s, they lose it all.
And that's what I'm saying. You like looking at a small scope of people who are actually doing it at their age. So if you look at how old you are and what you're doing right now, you're probably way ahead of people than you think. That's in your age bracket.
I agree. I think like it was funny. A couple months ago, I was like I was on like TikTok, and it was like a whole thing about like these old Vine stars and like, or like older like OG TikTok stars and where they are now. And a lot of them are just kind of like chilling. Like they like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're chilling. Like they got other businesses now, but like they kind of like, there was this one guy, I forgot who it was, but he was just talking about how like he had all this money and all this fame so early on in his life that he just kind of like, by his mid-20s, he just like blew it all.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because there was no like there's no steady growth in there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're building a little bit at a time and, you know, you're building the foundation to like, that'll be a sturdy foundation. It's like, and this isn't the case for everybody, but like if you, sometimes when you shoot up to the top too quickly, like it's wild, like your legs are wobbly, so it's easy for them to get cut off.
Exactly. I'd rather have a strong foundation and a slow rise, you know what I'm saying?
Same.
So I could have a whole kingdom, empire.
Right.
That's steady strong over time. It's I'm here for the long run.
Yeah.
Instead of the short run, you know?
Yeah, someone the other day asked me, they're like, would you ever sell On The Radar? I said, On The Radar is going to be like, all the files are going to be buried in my tomb with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the hard drives are going in my casket with me. You feel me?
Never sell.
Yeah, never sell.
Never sell that.
But so, you know, we're talking discovery, so then, like, what is, like, how do you go about discovering people then, aside from the DMs? Like, what is kind of like your methods of discovery? Like, you know, you said you're chronically online. Like, where do you go to discover people?
Bro, it's crazy because my For You page, like, it could be just random folks who just code. Sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, I be on TikTok just scrolling, find people. Sometimes I stalk people from other accounts. Like my friends probably be posting a song, and I'm like, dang, who this? Then I stalk their page, and then they know somebody, I stalk their page. And it's like, it's a whole snowball effect, and then you just discover a whole new, you know, genre of music and a whole new artist. You know what I'm saying? So I do that. Then YouTube been coming in clutch with the recommendations. I've been finding random stuff over there.
Really? I feel like YouTube doesn't give me the...
No, they do. You better reset
the algorithm,
your algorithm.
I was thinking about making like a new social channel on everything next year. That'll just be like an OTR A&R page. That'll just be like for nothing besides like creating a new algorithm for ourselves to just find shit.
Because I be finding like random like music videos that be having like 1,000 views, and then like the next week they be like 50K views. I'm like, what the world? Like... That's how it usually I be. It just be random stuff. Like I could be in the store and like they be playing something. I'm like, what is this? You know, Shazam.
Yeah. So you really just kind of like it's kind of like free balling every day. Like how you find, you just wait for.
That's really how my life is, just free balling.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. It's definitely
just free balling with a purpose though.
Free balling with a purpose. You know, you also like had like I think you tweeted or you posted you like stop sleeping on artists that have less than 10,000 monthlies, right?
Yes.
What is kind of like your opinion on like, you know, the stigma behind like the monthly listeners on Spotify and things of that nature?
The monthly listeners on Spotify, like that's a great achievement. Like if you hit a million, even 100K, that's a fire achievement. I will always celebrate that. Even for myself, I'd be like, dang, that's a good achievement, but you shouldn't measure numbers with talent.
Yeah.
That don't equate. So when I find somebody that has 100 monthly listeners, I ain't finna whatchamacallit be like, oh, they got 100 monthly listeners. I ain't finna listen to them because many people, they won't even credit the artist unless they have like big numbers. You know what I'm saying? They won't even pay attention to them, not knowing that they probably putting out the best music as possible. It's a lot of folks that are under 10K monthly listeners that are way better than niggas who got 500K, a million,
for sure,
you know, monthly listeners.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't judge nobody based off their numbers.
Have there been anyone with under 10K monthly listeners recently that you've found that you've enjoyed?
Carson.
Hi, Carson.
Carson, he's super dope. He's super dope. I don't know if Will Cherry is now, but he's super dope.
How do you spell Will Cherry?
Will, W-I-L-L.
Is it how it sounds?
Yeah, it's how it sounds.
Let's see. Will Cherry,
he's super
right
talented.
Here? You got over 12?
Yeah. And it was a full circle moment because on his last album, I actually got to co-produce the intro. Not that one, but
not this one. Somewhere in
Ohio? Yeah, the first track I got to
USA.
co-produce. I got to co-produce that just. So it was like a full moment because he was the first artist that reached out for me to make a video for him.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, first, I love full circle moments like that, and it's like interesting because like it kind of goes into what I was going to talk about next. Like, you're producing, right?
Yeah.
When did you kind of start like producing your own music or producing beats and kind of getting into that lane?
Bro, I remember back at my old house, 5223 Braidwood Cove. I remember that address. Bro,
he's not there anymore.
I'm not there anymore, so don't go looking for that.
Don't go look.
But I remember like you remember like the computers, like I want to say the PC junk. You had to push to start it up and stuff like that. Like I downloaded FL Studio for the first time, and I remember me trying to like sample Michael Jackson and like Chipmunk speed it up to it was one of the Ye songs I was trying to recreate. That was one of my first early memories of beat making. I wasn't even trying to be like a producer, sort of say. It wasn't until like maybe after the COVID period where I started to toy around with it, and I started slowly releasing like flips on SoundCloud. And then it wasn't until maybe late 2023, 2024 where I actually like took it serious and actually started to work on my craft and actually start to do it a little more. And it's fun too. Like it's actually fun like creating music and producing because like I always tell people like it's a different experience when you listen to it as far as like creating it. Like there's a huge difference. Like your ear is like more keen to more things.
Right.
Because you hear different sounds now. Yeah. Now that you're making it. You know,
like you understand the music a lot more.
Yeah, it's like I understand it now.
Have you gotten more into like music theory as you've been creating too?
Not really. I need to, because I used to play piano when I was a kid, so I kind of know music theory in a sense, but I really just be clicking buttons. I really just find out how it sounds good.
Oh shit, you say clicking buttons.
Yeah, I just be clicking buttons for real. But I need to get back to like actually learning instrumentation and stuff like that, and instruments and stuff. Like that's what I really want to do.
Right. Yeah. Like, so you played only piano as a kid?
Yeah, that's the only instrument I play.
Do you think like that's gonna be like your focus for next year too? Is like trying to get back into that like bag of
piano,
learning more,
guitar. Like I really want to just dive into more things, like even score. Like I want to score movies one day, like make movies and like score them.
And bring it back around to the love for film that you had originally.
Yeah. That's why that's like one of the main goals, like out of all this. Cause like I put out short films too. So I just want to blend those two worlds together.
Right.
And make something big out of it.
Well, the music that you've been putting out under Rob Earl, right? A lot of it obviously is dedicated to your fiance. That's kind of like been the majority of the stuff that you put out, right?
Yeah.
Since you started putting out music in 2024 properly, right? Is this part of like, because obviously, you know, the two projects that you have out, like kind of are like the first two parts of like what feels like a trilogy of music, right?
Yeah.
Is that the intention? And then like, what is also like the intention behind dedicating or creating all this music in like honor of your fiance too?
I mean, well, the first two projects, the Pour Me Amor and then Me Amor Per Vida, those are dedicated to her fully. Yeah. Because I felt it. Like, it's like when you experience life, you create better music. Yeah. So that was just a period in my life where I was like, I'm in this, I'm in love. So I created music for that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was some of my best music possible.
For sure.
But yeah, I feel like once I live more life, I create different things. Like it's a time and a place for everything. So like if I have a kid, I'm gonna probably make music for that. If I'm going through something, I'll make music for that. So yeah, I love this experience in life and then making music. Cause right now I'm at a point where I'm not really producing right now. Like I haven't made a beat and I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? Cause I just gotta live life. That's just how I'm structured to be. Like I have to live life and then let me get back to the art.
Right. I feel that. Yeah. And you had a lot of really dope artists on this. Ian Tyler, Dage, Ember Woods, Q the Hero, who I think I actually might have found from your page.
Yeah, Q the Hero is tough.
Because like I'll follow people who I think are dope, but then I'll just forget where I've seen them. Yeah. And someone the other day, we and them were talking about Q, and I'm like, yo, I follow Q, but where the hell did I'm pretty sure I probably found it from your page. I don't know, but I'm gonna give you credit for this one for now, because that's what I assume. But like, even like with the intention of like these artists like FBD, Amari, and Les and Mike DFG, which we should do something. We should do. I already did Mike. I didn't know Mike. Yeah, which I think from the live stream I put him on. Oh really? Well, that's dope. I have an idea for something we could do in the future. But what was kind of like the process of like getting these people on? Like, you know, you spoke about like living life and how like these two projects were like very much an amalgamation of the life that you were living with your fiance at the time. Yeah. And how did all these artists kind of become a part of this world? Yeah, most of them are friends. So like creating this album specifically, I already had some of the beats I already had, and it didn't take really long to make this album. It took like 2 months. Okay, sick. Like, so it wasn't that much time, you know, in creating the album. But most of the folks I was already friends with, and they was like, "Hey, let me get on this joint." And because it was originally I was supposed to make the album within a week and just put out a regular beat tape with nobody on it. Yeah. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna make an album and put it out in a week. And then most of them folks, they slid up and I'm like, let me get on it. I'm like, cool. And I just shot them the beats and it was done like that. It was super smooth and easy. Like I've already created music with most of those people on there. So it was already easy. Right. We need to get you back in your producing bag. Yeah, for sure. But we live back into it. Hopefully the holidays inspire you to go back and do something. Trust me, I'm going to get back into it. I got a couple things cooking and stuff. Amazing. Yeah. You know, I got to ask this, right? Because obviously we're talking about how this is all dedicated to your fiance, which this is like the first time we're saying that she's your fiance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, by the way. Can we see the ring? Is there a ring? Right pull there. Up. Come on. Yeah, pull up. Put the ring on the camera. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy. Don't be shy now. Yeah, come on, man. Congratulations, guys. Thank you, Hennessy. Appreciate you. So like two major questions, right? About meeting your fiance. How does someone from Memphis meet a Dominican from Boston? I read music. I ain't gonna lie, great. I read music. I ain't gonna lie. That's tough. I read music. Like she was commenting, like this was back in 2023. Yeah. And
released a lot of TikToks, and she was just commenting on every single thing. And I love to be personal with my supporters. I love to reach out to them back and comment and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, appreciate the support. And I was doing a couple of live streams on TikTok, and she was always in them. So we just grew a bond there, and we was friends. Like, now I don't know, like, I ain't see her in that type of way at first, you know, but we were just building chemistry on there. We were sharing music. We was talking about life and stuff like that. And then we eventually became boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And now we're here.
And what was the day leading up to, like, what was y'all, because you didn't post it yet, I'm sure. Probably by the time people see this, maybe you post it, maybe you won't. But like, what was like your proposal like?
I literally proposed last week, like last Saturday. Yeah, last Saturday.
Damn, I should have got some champagne for today. Nobody told me nothing. That's crazy.
It's very fresh. We really didn't tell nobody except like close friends and families and stuff like that. But we did it at an Italian restaurant. Nice. Luckily, like, it was people around us at first, but then everybody left. So that was like a sign for me. I was like, oh, snap. This worked out perfectly. This worked out perfectly. I said, we up. So, I blacked out on what I said to her. I'm not even going to lie. I was like so in the moment. And I was like, I asked the waiter, I was like, can you record this real quick? He was like, what are you trying to record? I was like, you going to see. And I got on my knees and proposed to her, said what I said, and it was a beautiful moment.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Damn, shout out the internet, man.
Yeah, the internet. Hey, people sleep on the internet. Yeah, it brings together so many people and, you know, brings so many things into fruition. Like, you never know.
Right. And now you at her Tia's house eating some Dominican food.
Yeah, that man, bro. Dominican food be having me slumped.
Can he dance? Oh, okay.
Okay, you can't too, though.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
What the heck? You can't either. So we in the same
like not even like a little bachata two-step? Okay, you can do bachata. Okay,
yeah. That's simple. The simple stuff, I know my lane, though. I know my lane. I'm doing the simple two-step. I'm not finna freaking do all the other stuff the youngest be doing. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, yeah. How old are you?
I'm 26.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're close. I'm 29, so we're right there. We're close in age. But so this is, I guess, it's interesting, right? Because obviously you being with her, right? Because I think, you know, a lot of, like, we've all been in situations where we dated somebody, whether they're from a different culture or a different walk of life, and they introduce a lot of music to us, right? Yeah. I feel like I've been through that process where I've dated people, and actually some of the artists that they put me on to, I put on OTR just because I became fans of them. Have you kind of, like, as someone from Memphis, right? I don't expect you to have any background in Latin music, right?
Yeah.
But have you, I guess, like, kind of grown more in that space now?
I've grown more into it. Now I'm more keen to it now. Yeah. Like, before it wasn't like I wasn't, but it was just like I just never been around it. So now I'm around her Dominican family. It's like I get into it now. Like, I kind of have to now, so it's like I might as well get more into, you know, Latin music.
Is there a Latin music that is there a Latin artist that you particularly like right now, or that one that she put you onto, or her family put you onto?
You haven't put me onto that many, not many.
Karol G. Okay, I thought he was gonna pull out like a Romeo or something. Yeah,
there's a few songs she put me on.
Romeo's classic. Oh my God, my heart. that just hurt my soul. She ain't put you like onto like Aventura or nothing yet. Yes. Oh, you did? Okay, he knows Aventura. Okay.
She has.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to ask you.
It's been a few songs, but I don't like remember names. I just remember.
The vibe.
The vibe. Yeah, the
vibe. That's what's important. Yeah. That's what's important. But, you know, I love how you, like, you know what I'm saying? Even with these projects, you, like, celebrated every win along the line with these projects. Yeah. Like, you even had, like, the whole post where you're like, my album just hit 80K streams. Like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you everybody who supported my art and my music in any type of way. This means the world to me. Numbers don't mean that much to me, but this is just a fruit of work that I put into my craft. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I love how you, one thing that you always say is, like, you always say how much numbers don't matter to you. Yeah. And you just are very appreciative of, like, the art in and of itself.
Yeah, I'm just really blessed of any type of support, especially when it comes to my art, because I feel like I put so many other people on. Yeah. It's such a different feeling when you make your own stuff and people be receptive to that.
For sure.
Because, like, I've heard so many folks, it's been a lot of people that DM me, they're like, dang, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I thought the music was gonna suck. Because they look at me, that's what I'm saying, putting people in a box, that's a dangerous situation because
Extremely.
You look at me as just a curator, people look at me as just a curator and it's like, no, I could do this too. And then once I showed them, they're like, oh, snap, I didn't know you had the intro. I'm like, bro, I've been told y'all this.
Yeah.
It's like you got to keep grinding and leveling out and keep, doing that and building it up.
Yeah, head down.
Head down.
But yeah, I'm excited for what you do next, right? And we were talking about this Destin Laurel track, right?
Yeah.
That kind of like started going up recently. That you teased. So like, what's up with that record right now?
Bro, that nigga need to finish his verse. That's what he needs to do.
You need some help? I'll make a call to Aiden.
Yeah, make the call to Aiden. I got this the number too, but yeah.
Yeah, we could try to like nudge it. I can't promise he's gonna do it.
No, yeah.
But like that, it started going up because of the Justin Bieber video you had posted.
Yeah, I just put it over the Justin Bieber rocking out to the So Camo song, and I just put my song over it, and people were like, "Dang, I thought this was Justin Bieber." I'm like, "No, this Destin Laurel," but yeah.
Did people think that was the song he was bumping? People thought that he was bumping Destin Laurel, right?
People thought that it was Justin Bieber. Because it was a lot of comments. They were like, this sounds like Bieber. Like, they thought Bieber back in the old vibes and stuff like that. I'm like, no, this is Destin Laurel.
Right. How long has this Destin Laurel song been, like, in the works for?
This been, I think it was last year or something. Because it's a beat off of my first tape, off the first beat tape. And I sent it to Destin, and he sent that back. And this was over, like, maybe almost a year ago. So, yeah, we just got to finish it. Basically.
You said 2025 was a great year for music, which is like, I think this is like a very interesting conversation, I think, for you and me to have. Because like we're very non-traditional media in this sense of like in the spaces that we occupy. And there's like a couple months ago, like the whole, hip hop is falling off the charts and this and that, right? What is your take on like, whether it's the 2025 wrap up for music, hip hop falling off the charts, like what is like your overall take on like all these kind of like, I guess like little controversies that have been like sprinkling on throughout the year too?
I mean, hip hop is here to stay. I feel like it's back in a great place. I feel like we didn't even need like the mainstream type of accolades and stuff like that. Like folks love to clown on hip hop the most.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like hip hop really leads the trends on everything. Like everybody try to copy over hip hop. Wow. And now it's like, people saying that it's falling off and like we're not on the charts. That's probably a good thing. Now let's get back to the art. Let's get back to the real music now. And everybody is now like, you see more hungry people now in hip hop more than ever, even though we're not technically on the charts.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think like a lot of it for me too, like me working in media these last couple of years, what's been frustrating is just like, the people that we respect now, like, always respected, but like the people that they respect now, like the Suaves, the Chris Patricks, the Ruben Vincents, I could keep going on and on, but like I could sit here for an hour and name all these names. Like it was like for the last 4 or 5 years, it was like, I think that there's like a balance in hip hop. Like you need the trap shit, you know what I'm saying? You need the raw street shit, and then you need like, the stuff that you could consider like the pure essence of what hip hop is and that art that we're talking about. It's all art at the end of the day. Is all an extension of hip hop, but hip hop is so many different things now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think like what people were mostly complaining about was that like the boom bap type of rap inside of hip hop, like that backpack rap or the people who really feel that hunger is what people were missing. But they were always there the whole time.
They were there the whole time.
I just think that like my biggest gripe with like I guess like the hip hop fan base is that it's a lot of people who just say things and not a lot of people who actually go and do things.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people who just like, especially like the older generation, they love to just be like, they'll hear like a Cash Cobain, right? And they'll be like, this is trash because it's not real hip hop. But it's like Cash Cobain is a hip hop artist. Yeah. It's just that the music he makes isn't the music that you're looking for. Yeah. And the music that you're looking for is there, but you're just too lazy to go look for it.
Exactly. Like it be like folks be just so lazy. Like it's out there, you just don't want to look for it.
Yeah.
And that's where we come in though.
Yeah, but they don't even want to look. They don't even want to look at our shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
They'll
the first 3 scrolls.
Yeah. Like I could post a video of like I could post like a Chris Patrick, right? I could post a Skrilla, and I could post. Give me like another out of the box, a Georgiana. Thank you. I could post like that'll be like a day at OTR, right? And I think that's something for everybody, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you like Georgie and that type of rap, boom, you go there. You like Skrilla, you go there. You like Chris, you go there. But the people who watch our pages will be so hyper-focused on Georgie and Skrilla and hating on that because they don't like it, that they won't actually go and find the stuff that they do like.
Yeah.
And with the yeah.
Everybody was only focused on Georgiana.
Yeah. Yeah.
Texted me to tell me how bad it was.
Like, bro, what?
I left them on red.
I'm like, did y'all not scroll through the whole post? Like, there's some gems in there. Like, folks need to start looking.
Yeah, people are just too lazy to actually find stuff. And I think that's like, but again, that's where we come in because we just keep pushing stuff.
Yeah, we just gotta keep pushing it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Keep pushing everything, honestly.
But tell me about your Spotify rap for the year because it was very interesting.
Now that was they saw it as controversial because I only had like 21,000 minutes. I'm like, niggas was like, oh, I got 500K minutes. What you doing? You not even breathing music. What the world? I'm like, can I not just live life and listen to it on SoundCloud, Bandcamp, YouTube, and stuff like that?
You on the internet, my boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I kind of just laugh because I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, my Spotify rap. I mean, that's what I was listening to, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just.
Walk me through it. What do you? Because I saw the post, but like, let the people know like what you had.
Yeah. Hold on. Can you hear my phone? I tend to forget. Not the regular one. Yeah. But this whatchamacallit was my Spotify rap. I know I had myself on Spotify rap.
I did see you had this, as you should.
Yeah, because I was proud of my music. I said, freak you talking about? Let me see my top song. Yeah, I had most of my work. I had Cardi stuff. I had shout out to Nora, Earl album.
Of course. Yeah, we know you love Earl.
Yeah, I love Earl, man. I went to his concert a few weeks ago, man. That was a crazy experience, bro. Crazy experience. But of course, Blush, Kevin Abstract.
Love Kevin Abstract.
Had some Jim Legacy in here. Mike Schaub.
Yeah, shout out Mike, man.
Shout out Mike. Shout out Clips. Willie Nova. Until Japan.
Until Japan is amazing.
He's crazy.
Amazing.
Man. That album was phenomenal.
I feel like I saw you say you didn't listen to like that much Cardi, or you felt like you didn't listen to that much Cardi this year. Did I see you say that? Or that's somebody
Did
else? I don't know. That might have been somebody else.
I feel like I did.
I saw somebody say had Cardi on the rap. They're like, I didn't even listen to that much Cardi this year. I don't know why this is.
I feel like that was everybody because they were like, how come Cardi and everybody rapped? I'm like,
because Cardi shit was hard.
Yeah, Cardi was hard. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. Like, that joint was hard.
I was about to say, like, I think like the young boys and the Cardis and whatnot, like people like they're like the new superstars for real. You know what I'm saying? They are the new rap superstars.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I don't understand the whole, when there's arguments about hip-hop and stuff, is like, the superstars are there. Like, did we just not see the antagonist and the Massator?
That's what I'm saying.
Were we not all watching the same thing? Like, they're selling out arenas.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, little YNs be seeing them folks as Michael Jackson. Not saying that they are Michael Jackson, but they see them as that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So those are our superstars, man, whether we want them to be or not.
Right, because at the end of the day, it's like we're not the ones who decide. It's the
masses.
It's the masses who decide.
Yeah,
like we just guide people in whatever directions that we see, and then it's just like they're gonna pick and choose what they want at the end of the day anyway.
Exactly.
What did that Earl show mean to you? Because what does Earl Sweatshirt mean to you? Because I see you post about Earl all the time, right?
Earl means a lot. He's just one of those poets, man. Mm-hmm. Like, he speaks to the soul, and it's just crazy how, like, with his new album, like, he's at a very good place.
Right.
And I love when artists are just at a good place in their life, because I feel like some people, they love, like, I've seen people that were like, dang, how come Earl not sad anymore? I'm like, bro, you weren't supposed to be sad? I'm like, that's crazy. But, like, just seeing his journey from where he started and, like, seeing him grow up, because, like, he came into this, like, as a youngin', like, really super young and probably a little more immature, and just seeing him like mature to this man that he is, like having a family now.
Yeah, it was crazy, like, by the way, going from the Odd Future to
that's
Lord
what I'm
Squad,
saying,
like
to having a kid and a wife. And I've been seeing that recently with a lot of people. Like Bieber even got like the dad album's been going crazy this year. Like Dejan, we saw him. I actually met him. That's a very chill guy, but him and his family. Who else? I know Russ. There's a lot of people who now
Russ have a kid?
It was somebody. I don't know if it was
I don't know if Russ as a kid.
It was somebody. I'm probably thinking of somebody else, but it's a lot of people who are now like talking about their actual life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to a facade.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I agree.
yeah.
I love seeing like that, like mature. That's like kind of like that's not like mature rap now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
mature rap. I love the mature rap. Like not even just family wise, but like where your mental at now. Like
yeah,
where you at in life.
because we're growing up and we're like we're relating to a lot of stuff that they're going through.
Yeah, it's
I don't
like
got a kid yet or a wife, but you know you're about to be there. But you know,
yeah, it's like if you're rapping about popping perks and popping mollies at 50 years old, like what are we doing? And they're like
Right.
no, go not knocking that because like I ain't gonna lie, Future he still be bumping that shit.
yeah,
He
sure
at
do.
40 years old, he still be bumping that. There's some exceptions, but I'm just saying like if there's no like growth to anything, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, then it's something wrong.
I agree. Who are your picks for 2026? Who do you think is gonna have a huge year next year?
Ooh, shout out to Chris Patrick. I feel like that man gonna like this was his launching pad this
Yeah.
year, but I feel like he gonna out of there.
Did you get to listen to Pray For Me yet?
I have. I listened to
Okay.
that on the plane. He's crazy with it.
He had sent me the
Crazy.
project like a week before it came out.
Yeah.
And I actually I was driving home, and the song about his grandmother, like, I actually, like, physically
Yeah.
cried to.
Yeah.
Because I felt like, because he was talking about how he kept saying he would go see her, go see her, go see her. And then
Yeah.
there's a point where he can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
Because she's gone. And I've had that same type of experience with one of my grandparents. And I was
Dang.
like, this is real. But yeah, Chris
Yeah,
Patrick,
he's
definitely
one of the
them.
realest ones. Suave's my guy.
Yep.
Like he deserves a lot of flowers.
Of
a lot
course.
of flowers. Like you mentioned, Ruben Vincent. They're like the
Rube,
kind of
yep.
like the big three, low key. Like Marco plus
Marco,
two.
yep.
Gonna have a big year. Yeah, that's all I got for now. That's my top 4 for now.
Yeah, I really love, like, Nassan. I really like Nassan.
Nassan's hard too.
I like
Yeah.
Nassan. Who was else was I just texting about the other? Larizi.
Lil Reed, that's my
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, we
That's
love
my guy.
Lil
That's
Reezy.
the future right there.
Who else? I mean, come on, Life of Tom. You know
Life
what
of
I'm saying?
Tom,
The project with
obviously.
with Pat is out now.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see, cause I actually do have a list in here somewhere. Hold on, let me see if I find my little. And this is just like my rap list. This isn't like my. Oh man, where is it? Okay. Oh, got it. Ben Riley, love Ben Riley.
Ben Riley's
you know
a
what I'm saying? Man, I really want to see Kenny Mason really like make that.
I
push
want to
again.
see him explode even more because I
Yeah.
feel like it's due time. Like it's due time.
Overcast
for him
is
to-
gonna have an amazing year.
Overcast, yeah, he gonna go stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. with it.
Overcast about to have a crazy year. Like, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for all that. I've also seen that something that you've been doing, right? And I had wrote this down. You introduced I Breathe interviews, right? And you kind of
Yeah.
like, I've seen you start to expand past of just content that just features yourself.
Yeah.
Right. So like, as you've been moving forward with doing like, you know, the extensions of I Breathe music, what are some of the verticals that you've been going? Because we have the interviews, we've got the live shows, and how have you been managing this? And also, what else are you planning?
Yeah, interviews, live shows. I want to do more community events in the future.
love that.
However that may be, it could probably be like listening parties or just like sort of like meet and greets where artists and creatives get together. What else? Probably, I ain't gonna lie, I had this one idea, some performative art stuff.
Okay.
Like some random stuff. I don't know what idea that may take or what thing that may take. But of course, release more short films too, and do more music videos. Like,
Yeah, we need
wanna,
that from you.
I want to start directing more music videos. I did one for Mark Andre this year. I know I did another one, but get into that lane a little bit more.
That'd be sick.
Made it the creative bag.
How big is your team now? With everybody in part of?
I ain't gonna lie, we got like with my team, it's different. We're all like creatives,
Yeah.
in a sense. So we all doing our own thing, but when we come together, we're building this thing. So we got like about 10, 11, and we like float around. Like not
sure.
everybody does stuff like day to day or every week or stuff like that. Like we just expanded to like the Substack where we're writing like articles now, interviews. So we're just doing that. You know what I'm saying? Every creative, everybody, like most of the people on the team make music themselves too.
Right.
And are writers too. So yeah, I want it to be more creative friendly than like a traditional, like, I don't know, like people
Blog page?
get good. Yeah, than
Yeah.
a traditional blog page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw you had like some things to say about like the SD Kid and like Timothy Chalamet.
No,
Thing.
SD Kid, I just recently like started and listened to his
Yeah.
album. He's actually hard.
Hard.
He's actually hard. I like, cause with things like that, you know how like the major they be like, they push a certain artist,
Sure.
and it's like, I don't want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'd rather listen to it on my own time and decide for myself. So, yeah, he hard. But if Timothy Chalamet is SD Kid, that would be a crazy plot twist, bro.
Be like,
Crazy
you know how he gets
twist.
like really into like the stuff for his movies, like
Yes.
what is it called? Method acting? Is it method acting?
Method acting.
Yeah, like imagine like this was all just like research for like.
No, that would be
role.
insane.
That'd be
Like
crazy.
he'd be the low-key the greatest actor of all time if he pulled that off.
Right, because like you see him doing like the stuff for his current movie, and then you see SD
Yeah,
Kid
I'm like-
doing shows in Europe, and you're like trying to like, you're like.
Put two and two together, I'm like, whoa, that's the coldest white boy out.
But at the end of the day, like if at some point in the future they're together.
Yeah.
Most viral tweet on the internet for like hip hop that year.
That would break the internet for sure.
What is your? So you said you just started listening to SD Kid, right?
Yeah.
How like on like the UK scene are you right now?
The UK been exploding like a mug. At least for me this year, like especially that Jim Legacy album is
Great.
fire. It's probably one of the best albums of this year.
I'd like to one up you with
Honestly.
Dave's album.
Ooh, I like that. I like how. I wish it was a little bit longer because I wanted more.
Nah, it's perfect.
But it is perfect. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying.
perfect,
I just
yeah.
wanted more because it was great music. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Great song on it.
We
but-
probably won't get another album for like 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted more. So I'm like, dang. But yeah, the UK been going super crazy.
Yeah, when I was I was in the UK for Wireless,
Uh-huh.
and that's when Drake said, "Oh, like the UK rappers are the best rappers on the planet," and da 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 da. And like literally every interview I did for the rest of that week,
Yeah.
everybody asked me, they're like, "Do you agree with Drake?" And I was like, in the most politically correct way possible, not even a PR answer. I said, he's not wrong, in the sense
Yeah.
of like you could tell that like the newer generation of UK, especially at that time over the summer, the newer generation of UK artists at this time, they just like care about the music
They do.
so much more than like the younger generation of like American artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not counting the Chris Patricks and the Marcos and all that in these
Yeah,
conversations.
for sure.
But I'm talking about like just like the straight like because like we're all in like a very similar, you know what I'm saying, age range. But I'm talking about like if we're just talking like straight like the kids,
Yeah.
they just like care. You can just tell they care more.
Yeah, they put a little bit more into their craft and respect the art just a little bit.
And they
more.
respect the elders that came before them
Yeah.
too. But that's because in America like the older generation hates the younger generation.
Yeah, that's a thing
Yeah.
within itself that we gotta fix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I think like overall like that's why the UK is gonna flourish, just because like there's like a unity there still
Yeah.
that like America probably won't ever have.
Yeah.
But like the fake minks and the SD kids and like the
Oh,
YTs
yeah,
and
YT.
and like the Jim Legacies and the Daves and the Senches and the Diggers and
Yeah.
so on and so forth. Like I think like and oh yeah, shout out Digger out of jail now. Like now you kind of literally get like every piece of UK music that you could have the grime, you could have like that new underground shit with SD Kid, Fake
Yeah.
Mink, you could have Jim Legacy, you could have
That's it.
Dave, Digger out of jail doing that real like raw drill shit again.
yeah.
Like they got it right now. I ain't gonna lie.
They
They
got
got it. They got it right now. And I'm not ashamed to say that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I love my American rap, but like,
No, I gotta respect the UK.
yeah,
All the work
they
they
killing
put
them.
in. Yeah.
Is there any other rap scenes from around the world that you're starting to tap in with, or music scenes that you're into? No, we talked a little bit about the Spanish stuff, obviously, but like,
obviously that, but I ain't gonna lie, not at the moment. Like this, like I haven't been like in all honesty, I haven't been listening to that much music as of lately.
right?
Just because I just been doing a lot of stuff. I just been
Traveling.
I just been
Yeah.
traveling a lot, so it's just like
Relatable.
when I settle down, I get to it when I get to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Well, the one thing, like, before we get up out of here, the one thing I do want to like give you like flowers for and also say thank you for was like you had this really like beautifully worded post about OTR and a bunch of other platforms like, on your story like a couple months ago, and I appreciated it because we're not the type of people that always go out and speak up for ourselves. Because I don't personally see like, at least for me, going out on the internet and speaking, because it never resolves anything and it never just creates more discourse about whatever. But like I really appreciated how you were speaking about OTR and how OTR was like a platform that's still for the people, that's still for the artists and all that. Like I appreciate that because again, I don't like going online and arguing with people. Like that's the one thing I don't do. Like I'm like, if you don't like me, you don't like me. If you don't like OTR, whatever. We're still gonna keep doing what we're doing,
Exactly.
and the artist will be a reflection of who we are.
Yeah.
That we help. So I want to say thank you for that.
No, y'all deserve all the flowers. Like
Thank you, bro.
OTR is that platform for so many artists. Like, and y'all don't discriminate nobody. Like, no matter who they are or what background they are, they coming on the radar.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Y'all giving folks a platform that probably wouldn't have seen the light of day, if it wasn't for y'all.
Yeah.
And look what you built over the years.
Yeah.
Like, come on now, you had Drake on here.
I know.
Come on now, you had so many legends come through, and it's only gonna be up.
Yeah. You're right where he was sitting. Well, not on that chair, but like,
Yeah.
He was right there.
For sure.
So what else do we have coming up? We have more live shows.
More live shows. Planning the LA one pretty soon. Like
Okay.
At the top of next year, like around March or something like that in the spring.
Okay.
Of course, more music.
Yep.
More music is being planned out. Collab albums with some people. But yeah, y'all just gonna have to wait and see.
Word, man. Well, I'm excited for you. Congratulations on everything.
I appreciate it.
Let the people know where they can follow you at, where they can get the music at, because you got a bunch of different names going on out there now.
Yeah, I breathe music all day on everything. Rob Earl is my artist name on every platform. So, yeah.
RJ, Rob Earl, I breathe the music all day.
Yes, sir.
Easy money. But look, man, thank you again for being here.
Thank you,
make sure you go check out all the music he has out now. Go follow his page if you're into music or if you even like struggle with finding new music. You know what I'm saying? Like, go follow my guy because he's kind of the perfect introduction to like a lot of dope, incredible artists before they even get to really become mainstream and blow up. You know what I'm saying? So go check that out. Until next time, the Frequency with Gabe P. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. Which I already knew that. RJ, I breathe the music all day. We out.
Yes, sir.